War is raging on the 21st floor. Security forces might be armed with a military-grade weaponry, but there's only so much a regular guard can do with his automatic rifle. They are not normally prepared to deal with assault gears. Yeah. Oh wonder, these things are scary as hell. Look at that, this thing have even teeth. Look at this. This is generally scary. This thing have teeth. It's like a predator. Ironically, the Type 37 heavy mobile armor used by the attackers is the product of the Shanghai cybernetics. Considering its specs, it's obvious that the guards stand no chance. Ooh. Their own assault gear stalks through the office, scattering guardsmen like insects. Damn, this guy have a big gun. The guards throw up a silent cheer as reinforced finally arrive with the proper equipment. A 20mm portable railgun. They have portable railguns? Holy shit, the advancement of the technology there. This heavy weapon propels a depleted uranium armor piercing shell at 8,000 meters a second, enough firepower to punch through the armor of the assault gear. Damn! The gunner roars, steeling himself for battle. At his command, the surviving guards pop out from their barricade and unload their magazines on the approaching gear, showering it with the concentrated fire. The gear covers its sensors and droids to shield them from the unprecedented strength of the barrage. With one load, the gunner trains his railgun sight on its central unit and finds himself staring right down into the barrel of its smart grenade launcher. Well, shit. Okay. The gear's launcher fires first, sending an FEE grenade hurtling towards the guard position. Automatically selected for the maximum effectiveness based on the terrain, the grenade sprays capsule containing powdered fuel out. Powdered fuel. Okay, powdered fuel out in a fan-like wave and release a cloud of high voltage sparks. The capsule have already scattered their particles of solid fuel behind the barrage and around the corners of the hallway. Ignited by the sparks, they erupt of the thermobaric chain reaction that covers this entire area with a veil of flame. Damn, these things are scary. Although fragmentation grenade would have caused more injuries against the guard's heat-resistant armor, the stunning power of the shockwave is tremendous. Blown back by the force of the explosion, the guards fell like the stones among their dropped weapons. Yeah. And now they can be killed, basically, without any effort. The gunner barely kept from blacking out. He grabs his railgun from the floor and pulls it to him, only to go pale when he sees the severed power cable. Okay, so this thing actually needs like some external source of power? Or maybe he mean like power cable on the gun itself, maybe it's like powered by the battery or something. Because of its enormous power requirement, the railgun is nothing more than a lump of metal once cut off from the external battery pack. Yeah, okay. And when the gunner looks up, he finds himself to face with the assault gear, as close-range, high-frequency wave is poised to come crashing down on his head. Well, bye. The use of such excessive force to kill a single human is utterly irrational. That it can show the personality trait called sadism is undeniable proof that the metal monster is human. Fear and despair freeze the gunner's blood, and then he sees... Whoa! Oh, the twins! That was cool intro! Wow, that was unexpected intro for them. Okay, that looks like a video game. Like a fighting video game, basically. The gear collapses like a puppet, with its strings cut, every vital point destroyed in the blink of an eye. Okay. So he have like buttons, basically. I forgot how they called. I know they have like specific name. Can you remind me of what they are? Actually, both of these weapons have their names, right? Because this is like a hook, but it's also having like its specific name. Can you remind me like what the name are for these weapons? I'm more familiar with this one. It's like button, but it's like, I don't know. I'm more familiar with this one, but I don't know what the name of this is. Okay, cool. Similar but different fighting styles. Two cyborgs suddenly emerge from the flames, from their martial arts clothing. They can recognize them as the Quingian Society bodyguards who arrived yesterday. One holds a pair of hook swords, the other a set of guai sticks. Never mind, the game just let me know what that is. Okay. Wow. Okay. The security guard laughed at them yesterday, but now the sight of these archaic weapons, taking out the military assault gear in a split second, is burned into Gunrai. See? Like, the guards are just a dumb in games like this. Like, I still don't get this. Like, this is such a like common trope for guards in video games in general. Like, all of these guys like in the military are like, whoa, the guns of the firepower is like the best thing ever. They live like in the freaking cybernetic world where you have cyborgs that can like process thought faster than like basically in the speed of the computer. They can move faster than sound probably or something. And you still claim that gun is better. Like, I don't get these guys. This is such a like such a trope in like games like this. It's always the case. It's always the case.
Huh?
Still looking dazed, the remaining guards begin their withdrawal. As they watch them go, the twin UN heroes, taken once again, the horrifying destruction that has been wrought on the 21st floor. Not all of the scattered corpses are armed. The bodies of employees who were slow to escape were also numerous. Yuan Shuangying Guai rattle in his clenched fists. No, his voice is low. It burns with indescribable fury. Pretty much. Yeah, they use them. Feeling his brother's hand on his shoulder, Xiong Ying brings his emotions under control. There's no time to drown in rage. There is more work to be done. Okay. And we're back to the top floor, the NG. Surfing the net from his office terminal, NG beholds the collapse of the Empire. The 5 assault gears that penetrated the lower floors have been mostly suppressed by the efforts of the security force, but not before they inserted the intelligent worm directly into the company LAN. Oh, they actually made this. Okay. So your whole system is going to be gone. In the minutes of chaos brought by the Gears raid, the AI cracking program turned for the maximum financial damage in the least amount of time, dealt far heavier blow than the loss of the material and personnel. It took 200 seconds for the operators to push the worm and regain control of the main server. Oh, they actually Managed to take control back. Okay. In that scanty rival, Shanghai Cybernetics sold off nearly all of its most lucrative patents. Oh. At a fraction of their value, while buying up every caching stock and bad assets in sight. Oof! Oof! Oh, that hurts! Yep, that hurts. That's the worst thing that can happen to the company. Yep. Oof. To make matters worse, countless trade secrets and blueprints of current projects have been posted on anonymous messages board all over the net. Oof, the information leak. Oh, that hurts. Even now, the company's stock price is plummeting right before NGI's. Supported by the teams of hackers standing by online, the Smart War Revengeance attack on the building computers was the perfect cyber blitzkrieg. And you can hardly imagine what the final tally of damages will look like. It could easily end up in the tens of hundreds of billions. As of now, the Shanghai Cybernetics Corporation is as good as dead. Pretty much. It seems like it. As far as the NG is concerned, this present seat is just something he happened to come into. He's sorry for the honeymoon is over, but otherwise feel nothing over the downfall. Okay. About 30 minutes ago, a squad that had been called back to defend the president office responded with a new alert on the 39th floor, engaged the intruder. They were wiped out shortly thereafter. Okay, so he knows that Taolu was on him. About 15 minutes ago, a squad that had been called back to defend the president office. Wait, we just had that. The unit was sent. Oh, okay. The unit that was sent as a reinforcement reported, finding no signs of assault gear activity. Rather, the killing in action guardsmen had been all cut down by the bladed weapon. It could only have been Kong Taoluo doing, which means that he has already infiltrated the building. Pretty selfish, huh? But he has his goals and stuff to do, so pretty much, yeah, he goes for Ruili and for you guys with any, like, with anything basically. So he's going to do anything. So he don't care about casualties at this point anyway. So it's like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Tao Luo is not a good character, right? I mean, not, I don't mean like as character, but like he's not a hero, I would say, who want to like avenge his sister. He's the like avenger. He's like vengeance spirits, I would say, against these guys, and he's going to kill anyone and sacrifice as many people as possible just to get to his goal. So he's pretty much as bad as they are. Yeah. And I can expect to, and let's go back to what I expect from like Ruili when she gained all of her memories, or where she will become at least like more aware than the child. Like she's going to recognize, Taoluo, you just murdered like hundreds of people just to get my memory back. What the fuck? Bro, you are a murderer. Stuff like this, you know? Oh. The more he thinks about it, the more he feels his blood turning to ice. What can possibly do in the face of such obsession? I guess it should be what he can do, what possibly he can do in the face of such obsession. In any case, there's nothing more than he can do here. Shanghai Cybernetics is finished. Everything is Liu's fault for refusing to go after Kong. In NG mind, he's already absolving himself of a blame. Yeah. With that decided, NG moves swiftly into action. The best plan is to get out of here right now. Okay. Taking his giant with him. Summoning the waiting giant on the side, he grabs his pistol from the desk, draw and calls a high-speed elevator to the floor. It's like announcing to Taoluo that he goes down. This is not the best idea, Angie, you know? While waiting, he issued order to fully armed guards who already gathered to defend the office.
39階からの侵入者は遠からずこの階を目指してやってくる。何としても迎え撃て。私は万が一の場合に備えてこの場を離れる。
I have a feeling like you will meet Taoluo earlier, not here.
お前。
Like he will not get here. He will see that you are going down in the elevator. NG singles out the toughest looking guard and commands him to provide the escort. Leaving the remaining guard to worry about the future, NG gets on the arrived elevator with one bodyguard and a doll in a dress. Play elevator music. His destination is the number 2 SV parking lot on the 45th floor. It would be foolish to use the helicopter on the roof. Yeah, so if Taoluo was on the 39 and you're going to 45, then you can meet in between basically. Taoluo is definitely going to meet you on the 34th. Like, he's going to see that you are going down in the elevator. Like, there's no possibility. Like, going down with the elevator is dumb in this situation. I don't know how else would he go. Like, not using elevator is also playing into Taoluo's hand basically because he's not using elevator as well. But it's still probably better idea than just like using elevator, right? Because it's like announcing that you are going down. And I think it all could be waiting for him up there. Bean was right. They should have dealt with Kong swiftly when they had the chance. Ryu hesitated, and now the advisor is sure to hold him accountable for this catastrophe. The struggle between the top two could even tear the society in half. But it's the society's very existence for which things are looking the worse. Under Ryu leadership, the society shifted nearly its entire profit base into black market cybernetics. And now Shanghai Cybernetics, the very rope binding that Enterprise together, has been lost. Yep, that's probably the best idea. And she thought her suddenly cut short when a flash of silver light steps through the elevator ceiling. See, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I just knew it. By the time NG's eyes go wide in shock, the blades have scored his bodyguard's cool helmet and all. The Wu Dao characteristic temper patterns glittered coldly as it drinks the man's blood. The attacker was in fact waiting for NG to make his escape, ready to ambush him when he had no way out, on the roof of the presidential personal elevator. Oh! So you remember how I told you, like, when we met Petrushka first time? I said he can do something like this because he don't seems like the person who can fight Taoluo in fair and square. He can, like, technically, because of his knowledge what Taoluo is for, about, like, taking, like, the memory chips from the Gynoids, he can use her basically as a hostage. I was right on this. Holy shit. Acting fast, NG grabs Petrushka and sticks the muzzle of the pistol against her temple. He forethought in preparing this last resort ahead. Ahead of time has saved his life. Oh. Unexpected, the man on the roof does not continue to attack. The bloody sword is pulled back through the ceiling, and the guard corpse slides down the wall to the floor. If NG were to carelessly aim his gun at the ceiling, he'd no doubt find himself swiftly joining his bodyguard. Yep. Oh yeah, he is. From inside the bright elevator cage, NG has no way knowing through which crack Kong is observing him. Sweat rolls down his face as the standoff with the invisible foe continues. Soon the elevator gradually slows down and arrives on the 44th floor, and she backs out as the door sides open, still keeping his gun pressed to the doll's head. With its exposed concrete walls and pillars, the SV parking lot is not very different from the familiar underground garage used by the wheeled vehicles. Parking spaces line both sides of the touching line, and in them a variety of SVs silently await their passengers. The only difference is that the exit is not the ramp leading up to the ground level street, but the terrace land, like landing platform sticking out in the sky, so he's going to fly away, okay. Once NG reaches the middle of the things line, he leaves Petrushka to stand there while he continues to back forward the parking space. Why did you leave her? What? That makes no sense. Why would you like... What? You had like perfect hostage. I mean, she will not move, sure, but you just like give Tao Lu opportunity to stand and protect her, and also you have bigger difficulty to actually aim and hit her like fatally and in the head that would make like the chip being destroyed. Okay, NG, I lost faith in you. Like, I thought you were smarter. Needless to say, he keeps his aim fixed on her head all the while. As soon as NG vanishes from the narrow view, Tao kicks out the elevator maintenance hatch and jumps down into the cage. So this is going to be the cage fight. Okay. I think I will just save here and I will see you all in the next episode when it seems like it's going to be the cage fight or something. Also, I will just keep saving, like maybe from... Actually, let's go to the next one. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, we'll see, like, the... I guess... I don't know if I can call this duel. Encounter with NG in the next episode and what will happen to Petrushka. So yeah, thank you everyone for being with me for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. So leave up a like if you like the episode, subscribe if you're not subscribed, become a member if you would like to see episodes earlier, and maybe join on streams when we are recording this together. It rarely happens, but it happens sometimes. Anyway, thank you everyone for your support, for being with me, and I will see you all in the next episode of Cyber Slayer. So, for the Pocket Watch, that's going out.